Good afternoon, everyone. Just days ago, another strong geomagnetic storm pelted Earth, and the images are finally coming in. We see that same deep red and purple reaching to the sky, southern hemisphere. Another incredible image of Steve. Although the media says it's normal, they're remarkably common, but we've never noticed them before. This is Steve. It's only the third time it's ever been seen. What about these picket fence auroras, September 15th? What about very rare ball lightning in Bergamo, Italy? Well, at least they say it's a rare phenomenon. Check out the shelf cloud over Ohio. And this is one of my favorite photos out of the Hurricane Harvey collection. And somehow we're supposed to believe this is all induced by CO2. And please join me for episode number 35 with David Dilley, researcher and hurricane forecaster using natural climate pulse technology and recurring cycles in Earth's atmosphere to pinpoint when global cooling will intensify 2019. This is an interview you definitely want to listen to. And while you're watching the video, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 and click that bell to stay subscribed and get the latest updates. Following on the heels of incredible space weather over the last 30 days, X-flares flying off the sun, and here we go, another geomagnetic storm, which swept across our planet September 28th into September 29th. I waited to do this stories because I was waiting for the images to be compiled and come out. And I was not disappointed. Here we go, Northern Hemisphere, Alberta, Canada, Central BC. We see the same greens, a little bit of purple in there. Central BC, you start to get more densely higher charged particles when you get up into these purples and reds. Southern Wisconsin. And I like how they rope and twist. Let's go over Iceland. Same. Let's go down to the southern part of the world, Tasmania. It seemed the southern hemisphere received the greatest brunt of the electrical punishment. Absolutely every image coming out, purple, 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 red. As you can see, reaching to the heavens, these incredibly charged purple auroras. And the thing that grabbed my attention right away through all these images I was searching, Steve comes up again, but not this time just a single plasma rope in the sky. This time it's an incredible purple auroral arc plasma rope. Intensification increase absolutely. 360 degrees. Viewable. This type of plasma rope is named Steve. It was just sighted, classified, and named this year in 2017. It had only been seen twice prior to this geomagnetic storm. This is the third instance of it being seen. Yet in the news article from Komodo News, it turns out that Steve's actually remarkably common. We just hadn't noticed it before. Really? With all the telescopes, ground-based observations, and everybody with a mobile device over the last 10 years, and you're telling me that they didn't see it until now, in 2017, and it's only been spotted twice prior, and now the amplification is ramped upwards and arc across the entire sky into a literal plasma twisting rainbow? Yeah, I'm going to believe that. You're just trying not to panic, everybody, that there's an uptick in electrical activity on the planet related to the grand solar minimum. This is what Steve normally looks like. A single arc, but this time it decided to stretch horizon to horizon. Not that these picket fence auroras would be any more, shall we say, common. September 15th, Alberta, Canada. Picket fence auroras. And of course, we're getting more electrical activity in our atmosphere, as we would with every grand solar minimum. Our magnetosphere is affected. Big time red sprites over Slovenia, September 10th. At least I do call the media on this and say great reporting on this. Very rare ball lightning recorded in Bergamo, Italy. I know it was back in July, but it's right with this topic, so bear with me. At least the news media said it's a rare phenomenon caught on camera. They'd only seen it twice in the last 2 years that it's been caught on camera. Even in today's society with all the surveillance cameras on all the buildings, cameras in cars while people are driving, everybody on mobile devices, and it's only been spotted twice in 2 years. Steve caught 3 times this year alone, but not even once before that. That's why they named it Steve, because the person who saw it first got to name it this year. But these are the incredible images of the ball lightning in Italy just a couple months ago. Now let's get on to some weather phenomenon here. This was sent to me by a viewer. Thank you so much for the image. Shelf cloud. I should restate that. Terrifying shelf cloud, Ohio, September 23rd. Again, when you start to see weather fronts like this that are so uncommon, this is what the ancients feared. Now imagine when it ramps up in amplification 4 times more intense as we get into the grand solar minimum through 2018 and 19. And then that uptick from 2019 to 20 is going to increase 6 times more. So when we come into the 2021 time frame era, this shelf cloud that you're looking at here is going to be 10 times more ferocious at the minimum coming across. And this is why ancients would run for their lives when fronts would come through. That's why they built dolmens and took shelter in caves. And I'll leave you with the final image here. After doing the interview with David Dilley, talking about the cycles of hurricane activity and how his hurricane forecasting models using natural climate pulse technology, mapping out cycles from daily ocean tides all the way up to 1,300 years and everything in between overlapping. You can definitely see when there's going to be an uptick, a year of no summer with hurricanes, and then incredibly intense years, just like they predicted for Texas this year. And this is absolutely my favorite photo coming out of that storm. This is not CO2. It's not you. It is the sun. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. The timeline has been pegged for the absolute thrust of cold going to hit our planet 2019 and 20. This winter, Great Lakes shipping is going to be affected by more ice cover as well as the St. Lawrence Seaway, and look for greater ice pack in the Chesapeake Bay. All based on repeating climate cycles.